Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you about cell salts, what they are they homeopathy, and how they are best used. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Raquel. This is my channel where I talk about all things health and homeopathy related. I am a mama who is passionate about creating vibrant health for my family, and this channel is where I share you the tips and tricks that I have gleaned along the way. I hope you will join me and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that alert button if you want to see more videos like this so that you get notifications every time I post, which is usually on Tuesdays. And if you like the video, be sure and give it a thumbs up below. Let me know if you have questions or comments. Those are down below too. I want to hear from you. And if you know anybody who could benefit from the information in these videos, be sure and share it with them. Tell as many people as you can about how wonderful homeopathy can be. So what are cell salts? Well, cell salts are the 12 basic minerals that are left after a body has been cremated. They are the most basic building blocks of the body after everything else has evaporated away. They are, in fact, not technically homeopathic. They actually belong to a completely separate system of medicine called the biochemic system of medicine that was developed by a man named Dr. Schussler and a few others, and they actually considered these 12 basic cell salts a complete system in and of itself with no need for any of the other homeopathic remedies. It can be a little bit confusing. A lot of people do think they're homeopathic because a lot of homeopaths use them, and they are actually potentized with the same method that homeopathic remedies are. A key is they are only ever used in the low X potencies, between a 3, 6, and a 12X, and most commonly they're used in a 6X. These same mineral remedies are seen in homeopathic practice, classical homeopathic practice, but used in the higher potencies that you would see with normal homeopathic prescribing. These ones, to be a cell salt, they have to be 12X or lower, and most commonly you're going to use them in the 6X. And the reason for this is because the biochemic system of medicine, the basis of this prescribing, is the law of deficiency. And so they want an actual material amount of the substance left in the remedy when you take it, because they view those nanoparticles, as they are at that point after all the trituration and dilution. They are nanoparticles, very, very tiny amounts of the original substance, but there is still original substance there. And the whole basis of prescribing is on deficiency. So when you're prescribing, then you would look for signs in the body and symptoms that would show deficiencies in these substances, whereas homeopathy is based on the law of similars. Homeo, similar, pathy, suffering. And so that is why they are separate systems of medicine. They use completely different methods of prescribing. And that's why they're always in those really low potencies, because they still do want that material dose left. Also, a key difference is that while classical homeopathy will use one remedy at a time based on the law of similars, that you find the most like remedy for all of the symptoms, the 12 cell salts are actually often used in combination with each other. You might need more than 1, 2, 3, several at a time, depending on the different signs and symptoms that you're seeing. You would take each one that applied all at once. So because you're taking these remedies to correct deficiencies and to get those nanonutrients, they become known as kind of the homeopathic supplement, and are often used as such. Now, homeopaths will agree, most of them, that the size of the dose actually does matter. The number of pellets that you take does matter now, because you are getting a material dose, however small it actually is. So you can't just take one pellet. like you would a homeopathic remedy where you're only after the energy. Since you're after those nanonutrients, you do need to take whatever the recommended amount is on the bottle. And you actually will take it anywhere from 1 to 3 times a day, maybe more, depending on what it is that you're working towards, what it is that you're trying to help yourself with, whether it's an acute illness or something more long-term supplementing like tooth health. That sort of thing will determine how many times you dose. You are dosing not based on the law of the minimum dose, because you probably won't get as quick of results, and you need kind of more of that built up. And the law of the minimum dose is a homeopathic law. So the biochemic system of medicine is based on frequency, and that is something to be aware of, because if you are taking something, any substance, whether it's herbal, just chamomile tea, or a homeopathic remedy, or a cell salt, it is possible to prove them if you take a dose regularly over a long enough period of time. The lower potencies do take much, much longer to prove than a higher potency, but it's definitely something to be aware of if you are taking them for a month or more at a time, to be paying attention and making sure that you're not giving yourself extra symptoms. It is the same thing where you just stop it and the symptoms should dissipate as well if you do notice anything. But it's definitely something to be aware of. So a good rule of thumb, if you're going to take cell salts for long periods of time for something, say tooth remineralization, then it's a good idea to take them during the week. Take your dose every day during Monday through Friday, and then take the weekends off. So you give your body that little bit of a break, and it's less likely to cause a proving over the month or more that you may choose to use them. Some people use them for quite a long period of time. I would probably use them for a few months and then stop and wait and reassess and see if they're needed again based on symptoms. But some people do take them for long periods of time. I think that's overkill. I don't like to be dependent on any supplement, and if I find that I need to be taking a supplement constantly, that means my body isn't using it right, and I need to do something that's gonna boost my body so that it is working more efficiently rather than continuing over supplementing it. Alrighty, well that's all I have for you today. I hope this clears up any confusion that you had about what cell salts were. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions for future videos, let me know down below. I do look forward to hearing from you. If you like the video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. And I hope you'll have a wonderful day. I'll see you again soon. Bye!